Hello. I'm recording again in this computer. I think the last time I recorded in this computer was for the Cómo ganar siempre en el Quién es Quién video of the series of preguntas que se me ocurren mientras cago. And I'm surprised the camera still works. I'm surprised this computer works. I bang it so fucking much. Not purposely. Purposefully. But I usually use this computer in the bed. And it's fine. I don't hear anything. But if I notice I'm sleeping, I'll close it and put it away. However, if I sleep with it, like I suddenly fall asleep, the computer has a high risk of just being pushed off the side of the bed. And it happens quite a bit actually. And when it happens, I wake up, of course, because I get it on the floor from the computer. And my reaction is always I wake up, of course, a little shaken, like, oh, what the fuck? Surprise, you know? I look down, I see the computer, and I just think it might work, it might be broken, but it's not worth ruining my sleep. So I just say I'll check it tomorrow, and then I sleep again. Because it's true. I mean, it doesn't matter. Maybe it broke, maybe it didn't. I'm not gonna wake up just to find out. I'll eventually find out. Anyway, this video is the start of a series, which probably will be as long as the last series. Also, one single chapter of I mean, it's just a video of whatever the fuck I want to say, but I guess it's a series of things that happen at work. I've been working in a sushi restaurant for a while. It's my first work ever, kind of. I worked before I worked as a deliverer, but I worked for 3 days. It didn't last long. So what happened today or yesterday? Because now it's 2 a.m. I'm working, and one person orders a menu of 71 pieces. And they get it, they come, they pick it up, whatever. Like an hour later or so, I get a call. And it's the girl who picked it up saying, hey, just want to let you know there's mold in the avocado. And I'm instantly surprised because the avocados came today. I ate the avocados. These people who are making sushi have worked with sushi for years. Meaning they know everything. Like they know a lot. They don't know everything, but they know a lot. If they open, they cut the avocado in half. They like remove the bone, and then they cut it in very small slices. If there was mold anywhere in between, they will see it. And I pack everything, so I check everything. There was no mold, so I was surprised. But I said, okay, well. Of course, if there's mold, you'll get a compensation. I would be thankful if you could just come with the sushi and show it in store. She kind of said it was too late, like it was late at night. She didn't really want to do it. She also said that the mold wasn't visible; you could just smell it, which is weird as fuck. Cause mold you can see, and surely you can smell it too, but I say whatever. Okay, so I cannot ask for a picture or anything, because if it smell, I can smell pictures. She doesn't want to come to the restaurant, and she's making a big ruckus about it. So I just said, "Man, you get 20%. I'll still be thankful if you could show it to me." She said, "Yeah, I can come tomorrow." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'll just give you the 20%. Forget about coming tomorrow, because by the time you come tomorrow, the avocado is actually old." By this point, like it's worthless now as evidence. This is what I told her. I mean, not exactly like this. I told her, no, it's meaningless. I mean, the avocado will be already be old. That's kind of what I told her, except in Swedish. What I had in mind is after 1 day, you could have done anything to the avocado. Like you have a lot of time to temper with the evidence, if we're gonna call it that, I guess. But I mean, at this point of the conversation, she was super nice. She said, "No, I actually don't want a compensation. I just wanted to let you guys know." then I said, okay, well, thank you, but you're still gonna get a compensation if there's more. Not really what I should do. I should not give compensations without proof, but I guess I'm just that nice. So whatever, we hang up. Um, Also, well, whatever. She has she has a few pieces left, according to her, in this first call. A while later, at this point, I just lost track. It had to be less than an hour, let's say half an hour. She calls back and she says, I don't know what changed in her mind, but now she wanted a compensation, she already was getting either way. And I wrote her number down and I printed the order and pasted it in the like behind the counter where we keep like track of stuff like that. She was already getting it, but whatever. She called back again, and she this time she wanted a refund from the order. And I said, I mean, at this point, I need actual proof because the avocado was in perfect conditions. From all I know, it's in perfect conditions. So it's very weird that you're telling me that this avocado is moldy, and so I will need proof. She said, well, no, whatever. Hangs up, calls again, insists again, and then she tells me, okay, so if I come to the store and you smell it and you can smell the mold, not see the mold, mind you, just smell it, um, you'll give me a refund. And I was like, well, give me a moment. I talk with the manager. The manager says, yeah, whatever. I mean, if she comes and there's actual mold, we'll give her a discount. Um, because before that I told her, no, I cannot give you a refund. Like I can only give you a compensation for future purchases. But whatever she insisted, she said, no, talk to the manager. And the manager said it's all right if she comes and proves it. So I know, but also she said, okay, I will come and prove it and then you give me a refund. And I said, well, I cannot guarantee you that. And she said, okay, talk to your manager because if I come, I only want to come if I'm getting a refund. The way I understood it is if I come and it's proved that it's moldy, I'll get a refund. Whatever, she comes, and of course, I'm expecting her to get a piece of sushi, um, or at least a piece of avocado from the sushi. She comes with, like, you see my hair? It's like, I don't know, 6 millimeters. She comes with 6 millimeters of avocado. It's super small, and it's soaking in soya and sweet soy. And then she hands it to me in like a small little like container. She put it on and says, "Smell it." I smell it. It's reeking of soy. Soy that's been sitting out for at this point at least 2 hours, which is not a bad smell. I mean, soy doesn't go out like I think soy can hold out for at least 3 years or so by itself. Maybe combined with other foods, it lasts less. But whatever, it's not the point. It's reeking of soy, and I said, well, I see no mold, which would be. I mean, it would be crazy to spot mold in a 6 millimeter piece of avocado, and it smells like soy. But let me consult with the experts, the guys that like these people from Vietnam who have been working with sushi for years, and they know a lot more about it than me. We examine it for 5 minutes, and we come to the conclusion that it simply is soaked in soy, and we cannot prove it. And at this point, I'm very suspicious because I remember in the first call she said she had still a few pieces. In the second call, she mentioned that she had like 3 pieces left, and she really wanted to get one of these pieces to the restaurant for us to really see that it was moldy. First, if you see there's mold, why do you keep eating it until you only have 3 pieces left? Why do you eat the mold after you discover it? After you discover the mold. And then if you have three pieces with moldy avocado, why don't you get a piece to the restaurant? Instead, she got like the smallest piece of avocado she could, and she handed it to us. And then when we handed it back, because I say, okay, it's there's nothing here. The avocado is fine. You're not getting anything. You can still get a 20% if you want, which is super fucking nice to give her a 20% discount for this for the next one when she's just making absolute shit up. She's making shit up. Mambo jumbo. I think that's how you say it. That's how Americans say it. But whatever. I got lost track. Ah, yeah. And then she says, okay, can you hand me back the avocado? Because I'm going to make a complaint about this. And I'm laughing at this point, like, not out loud, but I'm laughing. I'm smiling at her. Because good luck getting that. Like, you see this nail right here? It's half of this. It was half of this size, the avocado. Good luck getting that anywhere. Whatever. So we handed it back to her, and she said, you threw part of the evidence. as if I was tampering with like police evidence from a crime scene. And we hadn't. We actually just had cut the avocado. So she gave us this super small piece of avocado. And to check it properly, we took like a knife, and like cut it in the middle to actually see, to actually analyze it, which she wanted us to do. Well, she said that we threw it out to clear the evidence, apparently. And she said, no, I don't want the 20%. I'm never coming back here again. And that was the end of it. It was clear to me. She in the beginning, you discovered them all, and you have a few pieces left, more than three also. I cannot do the exact translation from Swedish, but it was like more than just two or three pieces. You discovered them all. Why do you keep eating it? And that shift from, no, I don't want a compensation, I just wanted to let you know, to, no, I want a full refund, is kind of suspicious. And then you getting the smallest piece of avocado ever instead of like one of the pieces that you allegedly had home. It's just crazy. For like, maybe I'm hoping she's actually trying to scam and she's not being genuine. Because if she's being genuine, then I feel bad. Because she's still in the wrong, in my opinion. If you cannot prove it, and I can prove to you that all the avocados that we have in storage right now are unmoldy, and these people check for the mold constantly, and I check for the mold. I don't check like, oh, is there mold here? But I check whatever I'm packing, for any anomalies. But I just hope she's actually lying. And what I was gonna say is, in my mind, and maybe I'm just way too untrusting. I'm in my imagination. What happened is, if she's actually not being genuine and she just wanted to scam and get money back from the sushi she just ate. In my mind, what happened is she ate the sushi and she was just expecting a quick refund or whatever. Like, yeah, there was mold. Give me a refund, thank you. And there was no sushi. She ate it all. That's why she did. Like, that's the theory that fits in my mind. The reason she didn't take a piece of sushi to the restaurant is because she didn't have them. She ate them all. And in my mind, what she did is, from the plate in which they ate, when you eat, you always make like, you eat bread, you leave crumbs on the plate. She left crumbs of sushi and avocado on the plate. So she just took a fucking crumb of avocado and took it to the circus. Otherwise, I cannot explain why she did not take a whole piece of sushi to the restaurant. Anyway, so she used lips. And I just watched her go, knowing full well she was gonna leave a review. But still, she surprised me because she did not leave one review. She left three fucking reviews. And let me read them to you. because they're full of inconsistencies with the things that she told me. Okay, so the first one is, oh my god, the owner answered. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna read the answer from the owner later. Let's see. The first bad review she left is worst experience ever. Like I don't know if this is several fake accounts. I from what I saw, what I've seen, these accounts all have like several reviews from really long ago. So I don't think it's fake accounts. I think it's just her and like two of her friends. Worst experience ever. We ordered 70 pieces of mixed sushi for a birthday party. Get the sushi home and start eating. After a few bites, everyone starts to notice that there is some strange mold-like taste. We start to smell the pieces and thus confirm that it is mold. Called the restaurant. Also, they decided to keep eating, apparently. Called the restaurant and told them about the experience, and their answer was that they could give a 20% discount the next time we order. What they don't understand is that we will never eat at their place. After a short while and even more confirmation of mold, we decide to take the pieces and drive to the restaurant. Once there, the staff tells us that the pieces we have brought don't smell anything strange, because they were fucking soaking in soya. Again, my theory is she just took a crumb from the plate of avocado, which is obviously with soya, because if you put soya in the pieces of sushi, it falls down and it's on the plate. And now on the plate you have these crumbs which are soaked in soya. It didn't smell anything other than soya. That the pieces we brought don't smell like anything strange. Also, another thing, she says once the staff, once there in the restaurant, also the staff tells us, the staff is me, basically I'm the only service worker there that speaks with them, uh, that the pieces we have brought, the pieces with two enormous bowls, they type here that the pieces we brought to the restaurant, bitch, which fucking piece? You brought a crumb of maybe 10 millimeters at most of of avocado, maybe the size of this fucking nail in my finger. What piece of sushi did you bring? It's crazy. And then we decide to ask a guy and a girl in two different groups in the restaurant. Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot this fucking detail. Before she left, she went. We only had two tables today at that point of the day. It was late at night. Like this, when she came to the restaurant, it was like 8 and something, near closing time. So there was only two tables. And she went to every single person of those two tables and asked each one of them to smell the avocado, putting it right to their noses, like just maniac behavior. And I didn't focus too much, but one of the customers, the first one she went to, a girl, she wasn't even eating there. That girl was waiting for a takeaway. She goes to this girl and she asks her, "Can you smell?" And this girl is sitting right next to the casa, so like to the cash register, so she had to hear everything of her conversation. Well, this fucking bitch asked the girl if she can smell it, and the girl's answer is simply, I mean, she's fucking nervous. At least that's the vibe I get from her. She's nervous. She says, "To be honest, I don't know. I can tell you already that shit smelled only like soya. There was more soya in her container than there was avocado." But she was nice. She said, "To be honest, I don't know." And the bitch, kept insisting on like, "No, but doesn't it smell mold? Doesn't it? Like smell. It smells mold, right?" Like just keep insisting, hoping for this girl to say, "Yeah, it smells mold," when it didn't. And that's a big deal. Then she went to the other table, which didn't even speak Swedish. She started speaking Swedish frantically, like, "It smells mold, right?" And then the guys are super chill. They say, "Man, I don't understand what you're saying." And then she starts explaining the same thing about the mold, but in English. Yeah, and then we decide to ask a guy and a girl in two different groups in the restaurant if they could smell them and tell us what they feel. And both of them say the same thing. It smells like mold. And this I can tell you it's a fucking lie, because the girl, for example, in which conversation I did focus, simply said that she does not know. Like, she refused to fucking answer. And now in this review, she's saying, we asked all the customers. Well, no, she says, we asked two customers in the restaurant, and both of them said it smelled like mold, and none of them said it. Well, I mean, the second one seems super fucking cheap. They didn't fucking care. Like, it was a group of five guys laughing and stuff in English, and they I guess they just couldn't bother. You can keep any 20% discount for next time. Whatever. Second review, I guess from her friend, Malek. Do not eat here. Been to this place several times. My friends had to wait for 1 hour for our order to get to our table, although the staff was there and barely any customers. I fucking doubt it. If there's no fucking customers, your food doesn't take an hour to come to you, I promise. But whatever, I'll put it on, like, let's say it's real. Okay, one time you were here and you waited an hour for your food, even though there was no customers. It's not the key of the question, so it doesn't really matter. They are not like the other restaurants. That's the name of the, like, not the brand, but like the line of restaurants. Since this one is lacking in hygiene as well. Some of the sushi pieces smell like mold, and upon driving all the way back to the restaurant, the staff denies that it smells like that, even though everyone in my company said it smelled foul. Do not go there. Not much to comment here. It's pretty much just a copy paste of the last message, except this one is with less effort. I guess the friend could not bother enough. And yeah, same thing. Nothing to add. It says it repeats the same. If I could repeat the same things I just said, but I won't. And then the third review says mold. Never written reviews before, but now it is necessary. She has several reviews in her account. So I don't know what she's mumbling about. Credibility already on the floor from the first sentence. Ordered 71 pieces and everything was okay with nigiri except some rolls. It tasted mold in my mouth the first bite. The second bite, the same thing, and the third time I analyzed the sushi. Okay, so by the third bite you analyze the sushi. Okay, and let's see. And avocado was moldy. Okay, so by the third piece you eat, you find mold on the sushi. So by the third bite of sushi, of the third of 71 pieces, you find sushi. I mean, no, you don't find sushi. Yeah, you find the sushi, but I mean, you find mold. I mean, all right, let's continue. The third time I analyzed the sushi, an avocado was moldy. It smelled so much mold in the avocado, and not only me who ate, but also my sisters and guests who experienced the same taste at least once from their rolls. I usually eat at their place, so I didn't suspect mold right away and stopped eating. So I mean, so what she's saying is she didn't right away suspect it was mold, so she kept eating. But I understand. I take one piece, two pieces, they smell bad, like weird. By the third piece, I analyze it and I find mold. But I don't suspect it's mold because I trust these guys so much. So I rather trust them than my eyes that are telling me there's mold in the sushi, allegedly. So apparently she keeps eating. That's what I understand from this paragraph, which is terribly fucking written. So it's hard to understand as well. After we discovered mold, everyone was disgusted. After that, there were 3 pieces of roll left and 1 nigiri. Okay, so apparently what they're saying is they discovered the mold, but they didn't, like, they assumed it wasn't mold and they kept eating. And by the time they 100% confirmed it was mold, they had already eaten 67 pieces, and now they only had 4 pieces left, which 1 was a nigiri and 3 other were like actual rolls. Okay, it takes you 67 pieces to figure out there's mold in the avocado, apparently. Which every fucking piece has avocado, except the nigiris. Every fucking piece has avocado. Okay. I was really honest with the staff I spoke to on the phone and also say that not all sushi tasted moldy. Okay, so it wasn't all the sushi that was moldy. They say they don't give money back, but they can offer some kind of discount. Of course, after you find mold, it is obvious that you should not go there anymore. Did he tell me on the phone? What? Did he tell me on the phone that I'll come with the car instead and show you the mold and then I'll get my money back? He confirmed with yes. Yes, this is what I was telling before. Like she asked me if she could just come and prove this. She before she had said she could not because it was too late. Then she changed her mind. I guess because she figured she wouldn't get the fucking money back just from a phone call. And I said yes, if you come and we actually see proof that there's mold in the avocado, uh, we'll give you the money back, of course. I went there directly with my avocado piece that was moldy. There was no mold visible. There was no mold that you could smell. And the piece of avocado she's speaking of is the size of this nail or maybe less. I went there directly with my avocado piece that was moldy and they inspected it for 5 minutes. That seems a bit too much, but let's say 5 minutes, whatever. They came back with the answer. It's vinegar that smells and we don't have mold. Well, I don't know if vinegar translates to soya. I don't think so. I told her that what smells is the unagi, which is the sweet soy, and yeah, like, it just smells like soy, basically. Sweet soy, salty soy, it doesn't fucking matter. It smells like soy. That's all that we could smell from the avocado, which had no other signs of mold whatsoever. It was just a lie, and being a big chain, it's better for them to go bankrupt, lose a lot of customers, instead of giving the money back, which was about 800 crowns. So she's admitting that at this point she just wanted the full money back, and at least be honest because that's what's important. I let several customers who were sitting in the restaurant also smell it, and they confirmed the smell of mold. She also speaks in first person here, and she spoke in first person in the first review. Uh, there was only one woman there, but whatever. She's spamming this from several accounts, I guess, just to fuck with us. Yes, she effectively harassed other customers, forcing the micro piece of avocado into their fucking nostrils. Which I mean, if they smell too hard, if they sniff too hard, the piece of avocado was so small, it will just go inside their nose. So yeah, and they confirmed the smell of mold. Again, not true. Not to forget, they threw away some of the avocados that I. Okay, so here's the piece. Remember how I said we cut the ultra micro piece of avocado she took. We cut it open to analyze it. And what she's saying is we threw away the evidence, and here's her confirming this. Not to forget, they threw away some of the avocado so that I wouldn't be able to take this further, but the smell was still on the mall. They offered 20% for food for my next order. I've never been with a restaurant that would rather go to the competition and have a bad reputation and lose customers than admit the mistake. As I said, my family and I are regular customers. You can search by last name. It's just not about whether you are a regular customer or not, but trust is zero, and check your ingredients before you feed the people mold and deny, which is the worst of all. Again, my opinion is if you had pieces of sushi left, you would just take them. Well, I mean, according to her now, not all pieces were moldy. She was very inconsistent with her storytelling. So I don't know anymore if all the pieces were moldy, if just a few pieces were moldy. I stand with my theory that maybe they just ate it all and then they didn't have any piece left to take to us. And then again, I believe that if you actually have evidence of mold, you will take further action. I mean, now according to her fucking fantasy story, we threw away the evidence and we destroyed it so that she wouldn't take us to court. I don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna read the response from the customer, from the owner. Sorry, because I'm actually curious. I haven't read this. Dear customer, we apologize for your experience at restaurant name. We contacted the restaurant manager and today's waitress, me. They told me that the information we provided here is not 100% correct. And then he makes a list of points. You came back to the restaurant with a piece of food, avocado. So he's responding here to the first review. And in the first review is where they say that they came with pieces of sushi. So according to them, to this review, they came with pieces of sushi. So the owner says, you came back to the restaurant with a piece of food, avocado, that was max 1 centimeter, and insisted that it smelled of mold, which is impossible because we only use new and fresh avocado. The restaurant staff confirmed that it smelled of soy. Second point, the customers who were there told the waiter that there was nothing wrong with the food. They said that you insisted that it smelled of mold, but they did not agree with you. And third point is one question we have for you. Why did you come back with only a small piece of avocado? How can you have finished the food for 74 sushi pieces, which is the menu they took, if you already discovered that they were bad when you got home? Or by the third piece, according to them. The staff said that you wanted 100% refund as compensation. We are happy to compensate if there is really something wrong with our food or service. Please send pictures or other questions to our support mail. Best regards, and the owner. The second review they don't answer to because the second review is just the same thing but just super low effort. The third review they answer as well, and they let's see. Okay, they have 4 points here. Three of them are the same ones, but there is a 4 point which says we value our customers and take care of our brand. Of course, we don't want to have a bad reputation and lose customers, or in the worst case, go bankrupt. But it's also about right and wrong. First of all, we believe that the staff did the right thing by standing up and not giving in to threats. That's me, sir. That's me. That's me. Yes. And however, the owner did contact me later with a phone call while I was playing Phasmophobia, which I find it very disrespectful. I mean, Phasmophobia is sacred time. I was hunting hosts and ghosts, and I had to stop. But no, he called me and then he told me. I mean, he asked me corroborate like corroborating. Fuck! Now I said it too many times and it doesn't sound right. But whatever, I think it's right. Corroborating what the manager in the place had told him. Just asking me pretty much the same questions and me just giving my side. And then he told me next time if you have such confrontation, just call me and I'll deal with it. Which honestly I agree. I don't mind dealing with it. In fact, I guess I get a kind of satisfaction out of it. To be honest, I get all riled up. Like no, I don't get like worked up. I remain calm. Like I don't give a fuck. But I just enjoy myself too much. I think. So I don't really mind it. But I think the best thing out of my working position is just leaving it to the boss because whatever happens next, he doesn't need to like ask my version of the story and believe it or not. He will be the direct witness. And also, this type of bitches act completely different when they know they're talking to the boss. Like she kept asking me a lot of times, like, "Oh, are you the manager? Are you the manager?" And then when the manager on place was there, and he was telling her that it was okay, like the avocado was okay, she said, "Is he the only manager in place?" And I was like, "Yes, how many managers do you want us to be?" It makes no sense. Like we are 5 workers in total in the restaurant. How many managers do you want? So yeah, as much as I enjoy, in fin, as much as I can enjoy these encounters, the best thing for my work position and my monthly salary is just calling my boss next time and letting him just take it from there. So lesson learned. Um, Also, another lesson learned is next time don't offer 20% at all. Like don't be nice. Like my boss told me as well. Like don't be like next time when something like this happens, ask for proof directly. If no proof is provided, don't play ball at all. Like zero ball. Which I agree. So I did learn some stuff, which I will apply next time. Hopefully, there's no next time though, but we'll see. It's service work, so there will always be a next time, obviously, always. So yeah, that's the story, I guess. Yeah, I feel a lot better now. Wow, venting is fantastic. Nuevo pelito. En el video de Steam Ham sin editar, me vistes con el pelo largo, creo. En el de quién es quién me vistes con el pelo así mediano y ahora me veis con el pelo buscuteado. Me lo he cortado, de hecho, solo para hacer este video, para poder hacer referencia al tamaño del avocado que me han traído. Eh, Solo por eso. Así que ahora dejaré que crezca.